you're anything like me, you have periods throughout your life in which you run out of creativity. This is, of course, assuming that you're a creative person in the first place, but I would assume that you are. So, today, I have a solution for you, my friend. Because right now, I'm going through the same type of thing. And every now and then, sometimes you just need to either do certain things that can help revitalize your creativity. It could be doing something random, could be looking for inspiration, or in this case, acupuncture. We need to wake up that creativity. Because the lack of creativity, if you're a creative person, it can end up leading to some frustration, some irritation, anxiety, etc. And of course, this can eventually also lead to a lack of sleep. And we all know how that feels when we can't sleep, we can't be creative, we can't be happy. So, tonight, this is what the plan is. We are going to put these little pins in your ears, and I must say you're a lovely pair of ears here. Very long, very thick. So, oh dear, dropping one already. The way this is going to work is we are going to put these pins in different colors, different parts of your ears here, and of course I need to keep my voice low because your ears are awfully close to me, so I cannot make too much noise. But I'm getting off track here. Sorry, it's been a while, and I'm sorry about that as well. But the idea is when we put these pins in your ears, we are going to massage them with different tools. And then, after that, we will remove them. And hopefully, this should spiral some of that lack of imagination you might be having. Or maybe you don't have any lack of it at all and you're just here to enjoy. That's okay as well. But it won't be long. In the meantime, you can tell me how you've been. It has been a while since we've seen each other, if at all. Maybe it's our first time running into each other, in which case, hello. But with the end of the year on the horizon, we need to make sure that we are prepared. We need to make sure that we are ready and happy if possible. If not possible, well then, we need to at least make sure we're around the people that makes us feel like it's possible. So, I don't know where I'm going with this, I'm going to be honest, but thank you for being here. I suppose that's where it's going. Okay, but I guess a teal colour there. I gotta say, some of these pins are a lot shinier than others. Every now and then you'll find ones that maybe this blue one here, it's just a plain blue, and then other times, you will find ones where it's a little bit, you can't really see that. See that there? See that little bit of a shine? You see the difference? Sometimes you'll find ones like that, and these are my favorite. Okay, so we'll just put one in there as well. I hope I haven't been too loud so far in my explanation. Let me just put another one in there, just a yellow one we're going to go for now. And then we'll go for that looks a bit like a pink or a purple one, maybe a plum colour. Okay. Then let's go with another blue. I would say this one's lacking some blue. Let's put one there. And then we have I would say either a violet or a lilac colour. And we'll put that in there, right there. Let's go for a black one now. Okay, perfect. Now let's go for another black one on this side. I just realised there wasn't a single one on that side. Outrageous. But it's lovely to see you again. I've missed you. Although if this is your first time showing up here with me, that's going to be a little bit awkward. But it's lovely to hear from you again. As I say every time I go long periods without showing up, I'm sorry. Life is being strange to me right now. Okay, so... But speaking of lack of creativity, that is precisely why I'm making this video, to help me as well. To help me try and create an idea that satisfies me. Because you would think, being in this type of community, having the excuse saying you have no ideas seems a bit unlikely, given that ideas are all over the place. But my problem is that I don't know if it's necessarily being a perfectionist, but more like I have a certain style, which I'm sure plenty of you have figured out by now. I would like to imagine that when certain styles show up on certain videos, you might think of me, or maybe I'm just hoping. But now we're at a point where I'm trying to come up with ideas that satisfy me, because yes, there are a lot. There is endless imagination and creativity for videos all over the place, but I would like to find ones with a twist, and that's why I've been lacking lately. This year has been difficult when it comes to creating different types of videos. Last year, it was amazing. Last year was incredible, pumping out ideas like no tomorrow. This year, has been a nightmare. That's why my goal for next year is to improve on that and to be more consistent, because I don't like the lack of content I'm getting. I'm sorry to break the fourth wall, but I feel like sometimes I just need to say why it's been so long without constantly coming up with excuses. Okay, so anyways, we have our pins here. So now it is time for massage. We are trying to stimulate this creativity here. We're trying to stimulate your imagination to hopefully awaken some spark. Maybe it's just a little bit dull. Maybe it just has no spark. It's too dull. It's too dim. So we need to revitalize that and try to see if we can get your brain coming up with some new ideas that are satisfying to you as much as they are to everybody else, if your creativity is also to inspire other people as well. And funnily enough, this idea that I had for this video just popped up today, like an hour ago, so I was thinking, thank God. Okay, now we can't focus on just one pair of tools all the time. It's important to switch things up a bit. Let's see if we can produce different sounds as well. We need to focus on just very specific parts here. Okay, let's try something else. What about you? Second thought. Let's stick with this one. Just focus on one at a time here. How are you doing so far? Are you at least feeling relaxed, if nothing else? That's the hope. That's the plan. Okay, so we don't want to overstimulate you either. So for the moment, let's just take a step back. Let's let you relax. Kind of just give you a moment to take all of that in, that stimulation. And I want to just take some measurements of how it's looking. That's good. That's looking very good. I think we did the right thing here. Okay. It's looking great. And then on this side, yeah, it's looking good as well. Let me try a different color measuring tool before we move on. Alright, perfect. A little bit closer up here. Very good. Okay. Excellent. Let's move back on to it. That's very good. Now then, let me get some gloves on. I want to get a more hands-on type of massage now. Because for creativity and imagination specifically, we need to switch it up rather than sticking just to one thing, if you know what I mean. So, I just want to feel around here, just on both sides. Looks like this should be helping at least a little bit, I should hope. But sometimes, even with all the help in the world, it can still amount to nothing, and sometimes you just have to wait until you get a spark. dark. So again, hopefully this will help rejuvenate you a little bit. If nothing else, it'll at least hopefully help you sleep. Alright, my friend. It was a short session, but I think that should be enough for now. No, don't panic, we're not done yet. Now, we have to remove these pins, and of course, I can't send you away just looking like this, unless that's a new fashion trend. But otherwise, we have to start removing them now and putting them back in place. So, let's start with an orange one here. Then we've got a pink over this one. We have two greens here. There we go. We have a purple one. This looks a little bit like a violet one to me. Oh, being a bit stubborn. There we go. And then a yellow one, too. And a teal one, a nice shiny one there. And it looks like we have maybe, I would say that's maybe silver. It looks different on your side there. We have a pink one here. A green, but a different type of green. Maybe a swamp green. Another green one there. We have a pink one next. Then we have a white. Looking good, looking good. Then we have a brown. Another brown here as well. We have another, still don't know what type this is, I guess again swamp green. We have a blue and a yellow. Okay, and then some kind of pinkish purple plum colour. Some kind of peach. I actually missed that one. And it's dropped to the floor. Wonderful. Yellow. Okay. Let's stop for the moment. Let's just... I know I said this would be the end. I lied. Okay. I just want to take one more set of measurements. Yeah. Okay. On this side, just go between every single pin here. Okay. And one here. And one here. And here. And here. And here. And here. Alright. Okay, now let's continue to remove them. We have a yellow. Oh, is that a gold? That is more like a gold, I would say. We have a white one. We have an orange. Then we have a brown. A green. This one has a bit of a shine to it as well. Very nice. Another white one. Another teal. Another plum. Let's move on to a brighter green. There's a lot of different greens with this one. I've never noticed that before. A black one. Another black one. Another green. A yellow one here. A gold. A white. orange. We have a blue one, a yellow one, a orange, a green one, purple, black, another black one, green, teal, blue, another blue, and finally a gold and a yellow. That, as they say, is that. And it looks like hopefully this helped you, my friend, as it would help me. Sometimes every now and then we just need a more personal touch to help us throughout the day, whether it be to stimulate our imagination or just in general, just a little help. And of course, hopefully this helped you relax a bit from life's daily struggles. Hopefully it took you away from it, at least for a little while. And of course, this time I swear, we will see each other very soon. I promise. So, until next time, my friend, I hope you have a lovely day, a lovely night, a lovely evening. We are almost at the end of the year, so of course that means new adventures, new imagination, etc. But I will see you next time, my friend. So until then,